Hi, I'm Will, and we're going to talk about how PTSD has affected my life here on the Geezer Guide to Better Living. I want to start this video off by saying to those who are affected or living with PTSD, things get better. So all you have to do is live one day at a time, and things will get better. Because doing my research on PTSD, I find that a lot of people, I think it was something like one or two people a day commit suicide who are PTS sufferers. I don't consider myself a PTS sufferer. I consider myself as a person who is living with PTSD. I may have suffered in the beginning because I didn't know what was going on with me. But now that I know what's going on with me, I have a tendency to know, okay, this is PTSD, and I'm going to ride this wave until it's over. We're going to talk about the effects. The effects that I have is I have a tendency not to interact with people. The word is, I have to write stuff down. Uh, I am detached. Um, I do not like to meet new people. I do not like to be around people I don't know. I do not even reach out to be around the people that I know. I'm always been a loner, but I am more of a loner now because the problem is I like my own uh, company a little too much. I have a tendency to get into my little projects that I like to do. I like art, I like music, um, and I like physical fitness. Physical fitness and art and music are the things that have kept me sane. Because if I sat around and I brood about my life and I think about why this has happening to me, I think that it will put me in a state that I would not be able to function. So that, and you must have a good support system. My family has been, for the most part, have been my support system in the beginning, but I don't live around my family, so I have friends that know that I have PTSD and they respect me, and they know I'm going through it, they leave me alone. They know when to leave me alone and when to check on me and say, "Hey, are you okay?" You need that. Sometimes I have a friend that, thank God that I have this friend that he will even sometimes come over and take me out of he knows that I'm going through a bout of PTSD and take me out and make me interact with people and be a part of life. That doesn't happen to me a lot. It's just that I do not associate a lot, and that's one of my biggest. Because I'm a friendly person, and but sometimes also with the job that I have, after being around people all day, I don't. It has worked my nerves to the end, and all I want to do is go home and be quiet. I don't want to be around people because I've been around people all day and I've talked because my job forces me to interact with people and talk, which is a good thing. It's not a bad thing. And but at the end of the day, I have given at the office. I don't want to come. I can't come home to someone and have to give to them also. So basically, I'm by myself most of the time because I'm not going. I can't do that to be up all day because really it's an act. And then when I get home, I have to deal with you and maybe your problems. I don't want to know how your day was. I'm sorry. It's just that's part of it. I just want to be by myself and be quiet and maybe do one of my projects. So another thing that PTSD has affected me is insomnia. Insomnia has really put a toll on my life because it will make me. Uh, I think it has something to do. I have to make myself to. I have seen a psychiatrist about insomnia, and he gave me a list of things that I should do. Number one is that I need to get on a schedule when I go to sleep. You go to bed at the same time every day, and you do not veer from that schedule. And number two was that you do not lay in the bed for anything. You do not take naps. You do not lay in the bed. The bed is only for sleeping, and you have to train your body that the bed is only for sleeping and sex. You can the bed is not something that you just lay in and rest. So you have to get out of the bed, and you do not go into the bed unless you're going to sleep. So your body will say, "Okay, it's time to sleep." I don't lay down anywhere. I sit, but I lounge, but I don't lay down because I would definitely like to. When my head hit the pillow, I would like to sleep, but that doesn't happen very often. But I like for that to happen. The third thing was to remove all stimulating things from the room, like a television. I cannot have a television in the bedroom. I can't have. I have music sometimes, but I cannot have a television because if I have a television in the room, I will never sleep. Uh, some people can only sleep with a television. Me, um, because I hear everything when I sleep. I can hear things that are going on. I can sleep with the windows open either. I can hear things going on down the street, and my mind never rests. It seems like you never can rest your mind, and that's the big problem with insomnia because you can never rest your mind. And it I've gone, uh, the longest I've gone was 3 weeks without sleeping. And they were talking about inducing sleep because I started to shake. Um, I thought that it was uh, normal because I did not sleep a lot in the beginning, but when I slept. But after 3 weeks of not sleeping, I knew something was wrong. Uh, so that is something that I'm gonna talk in depth about drugs and stuff, how that really affected me with insomnia. Okay. I have edginess, and it'll come from nowhere. Edginess is the feeling that it's an unrestful feeling. It's like a feeling that I call it like you want to bolt or you're angry. Um, uh, I I have bouts of anger, but it's built up. I'm not a person that everything just make me go and makes me go off. I have bouts of anger, and I have learned to control that. Um, I really don't like when it happens because it's like I'm standing on the outside of my body and I'm trying not to go off, but you cannot help it. It's like Tourette's. It just happens, and you try not to let it happen, but it happens anyway. So you have this edginess that just comes from nowhere, and you feel like everything somebody say, somebody do, and even sometimes this is the weirdest thing. My edginess can come from certain people that if I could just see them and I just get angry. So I try to stay away from those type of people. Having all of these symptoms of PTSD can cause other effects. Main effect is alcoholism. I did not suffer from alcoholism. I thought I was suffering from alcoholism because I was using alcohol to squash the other problems that I was having. You know, I couldn't sleep. I drank. I felt edgy. I drank. To be around people, I drank. But once I found out that someone put a name on PTSD, and told me what it was and what was going on. And I even tried a few medications to help me, so I stopped drinking as much. I never felt that I was a alcoholic, but I have been around other PTSD sufferers that end up being alcoholics. Me, I once it was diagnosed and someone actually told me what I was going through, and I knew what I was going through, and the alcohol was causing even more problems. I I discontinued my use of alcohol as a medication because that's basically what I was using it as. Because it was just something that I would grab if I felt, and I would use uh, to get over whatever I was going through. But once I found out that it was causing even more problems, I gave it up. That's all I'm going to talk about today. I hope that you will comment and let's get a discussion going on about PTSD. If you don't have any outlet, I hope that you find a support system and you will get out and live your life. And I think that will help you more than anything. Get up, get out, and live your life. Okay? Thank you for watching.